Hey guys, real quick before I start on this Dirty Projectors review, I just wanted to urge you to subscribe to Larry Graves' second channel. I'll leave it linked in the description below. Larry was one of my inspirations for making YouTube videos. As I started watching his channel about 10 years ago this fall, recently he had his main channel demonetized and his YouTube partnership pulled for unfair reasons. This was for his main channel. However, he still has his second channel and Patreon, which I'll also link below, available, so please consider subscribing even at the $2 mark. Larry is a great guy and deserves every subscription. He's been making videos for over 18 years. Now, on to the review. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and today will be a 15th anniversary review of one of my favorite records of all time, experimental pop band Dirty Projectors' 6th studio album, Bitte Orca. This album, along with being their most critically acclaimed, is also their highest charting in the US, reaching number 65 on the Hot 200 and number 12 on the alternative rock and indie charts. It's an album that can be very hard to get into at first because it's so erratic. It can go from quieter moments and more acoustic balladry to more off-the-wall and insane moments of experimental noise, and I, for one, do love the way that this band is able to meld all their influences this way. When you press play on Bitte Orca for the first time, you get transported into the conscience of frontman David Longstreth's mind as he talks about politics, religion, sexuality, identity, and really culture at large. Just look to the album's solid opener, Cannibal Resource, a track that does have nods to this as Longstreth talks about the ugliness we hide inside ourselves. It's very interesting, this allegory he puts out there, talking about how mundane life is, that the ugliness comes out more often than not. I love the sound of this track, the bright acoustics, the crashing drums, and really just the bombastic backing vocals of Amber Kaufman and Angel Deradorian. Both of these vocalists get to shine on cuts of this record. Just look to the beautiful two doves, which Deradorian lends her harrowing vocals to. This track is just so breathtaking. I love her vocals here, and the strings just add this other layer. Amber Kaufman kills it on the artsy and bombastic cut. Stillness is the move, one of the best songs on this record and of the 2000s in my opinion. I love the way her vocals just transcend here, and the instrumental is subtle but also erratic at the same time. Those high-pitched keys really add just another layer to this epic track. This track really speaks as both a positive outlook at individualism while taking to task a lot of the issues holding back certain members of our society. The track Temecula Sunrise, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, is another breezy acoustic pop cut with great lead and harmony vocals, and I love the way Longstreth brings his vocals and original sounds here to his influences on this track. This album is the band's first on Domino Records, the same label where their friends and former tour mates Animal Collective were signed and had just put out their magnum opus 5 months earlier. I'm playing a review for this one, I promise. Just wait, it's coming, I promise. Anyway, the band meshes tight rhythms with unorthodox production once again on the track Useful Chamber. This one is a multi-layered prog pop masterpiece in my book with several sections and parts. The track just starts out very chamber-oriented with some nice strings, and then it goes into pure madness on the second half as he starts repeating the album title forward and backwards as these cataclysmic drums start pulsating through the whole song, almost drowning out, but the guitar work and vocals start building up, and it's just euphoric. I love this track so much for that. So many euphoric moments here in general. My favorite track, however, comes in the form of No Intention, a very bouncy track, guided by a clapping beat Some exceptional lead and harmony vocals from Longstreth, Kaufman, and Dorian. There's also some nice mandolin work here. The song is very catchy, even if the hook isn't that strong. It's a fun song just to experience all the backing vocals and the leads, because it's a group of talented people with their talents at the forefront, really pushing them there. The dreamy, atmospheric, fluorescent half dome is a very compelling closer. I love the ethereal synths and beautiful vocals yet again here. Two songs I do put in the more forgettable category are The Bride and Remade Horizon, the latter of which is probably the best of the two in my opinion. I love the swelling vocals and instrumental here, which does stutter a bit, but I think it works in the song's favor. The Bride is a cute love song, but feels underwritten and unfinished compared to the rest of the songs. I do like the slide guitar work at the end, and of course those harmony vocals are just god tier, seriously. Bitte Orca is a defining record for many reasons, and has aged better than a lot of alternative records from that time. I'm giving the 6th album by Dirty Projectors, Bitte Orca, a 4.5 out of 5. If you've never listened to this album, I'll leave it linked below. The Spotify link, it's a great one. So many great tracks that I talked about. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments if you have heard this record. And please, I'll leave the link to Canadian Stud Muffin's channel and Patreon. Please consider donating, even at the $2 mark. He has so many great reactions on there. Thanks, guys. Goodbye, and have a good day.